So greetings and welcome to the Church Lake unit of the Ocala National Forest. I'm pre-season scouting for deer season, specifically muzzleloader season. And what I've done is, I don't know, it's 5 or 6 years ago, I drew a quota permit for this area, and I went down in here, again, it was like 6 years ago, and I found a spot that really spoke to me, and I was really excited about hunting it. I found a spot where 2 bucks had been fighting. They had just torn up the grounds full of deer tracks. I did not see a deer on that hunt, and that's just the way it goes. But I'm going to go to that spot this morning, and I'm going to go to that spot. I've got it marked on my GPS, so I had a little trouble finding the access road. Now, this is a restricted boundary area. There's a road here, but you can't drive on it. There are signs on the hard road that say that this is restricted and you can't drive on it, so I'm a little happy about that. It's kind of a long walk, but I got a deer buggy and we're gonna find it. But anyway, I made a little observation on the way. I'm probably about a couple hundred yards in. Anyway, I always talk about reading the sign and looking for deer tracks and food sources and that sort of thing. I just wanted to show you something here real quick. I just came across here and boom, here's pretty good little deer track. And I said, wow, look at there, there's a deer track. And I thought, well, she must be by herself. And I looked over here and I said, oh no, here's another set right here. So now we got 2 deer. I said, oh, okay, we got 1 deer right here. We got another one right here. And oh, look yonder. Come up here. There's another deer right there. So now we're at 3 deer living in this neck of the woods right here. And yes, that's what I'm looking for. Now, many times you'll go scouting and you won't see any tracks at all. And that can be misleading because, there are deer here. And many times here in Florida, especially when it's hot and they've got so much cover here, they don't get up and wander too much, so they don't leave too many tracks. So yeah, it would not be strange. There's another deer track. There's another one. That might be the same deer, who knows? But I'm seeing deer tracks, and that's encouraging. So we're gonna go in here. I'm gonna walk up in here a little ways. The trail forks off here, and the trail does a little fork off up here, and we're gonna get up here to the area where I know I got to turn. And then I'm going to switch on my GPS. And I'm going to try and locate that spot. It's a beautiful spot. I can't wait to show it to you. It's right on the lake. So yeah, it's a beautiful place. Now somebody else has got the same idea as I did. There's a footprint right here. There's nobody else parked at the hard road though. This might be a local that lives here, walking up and down this road for exercise and whatnot, and that's to be expected. But yeah, again, this is the Church Lake unit. I'm north of Highway 40. Last scouting trip I was south of Highway 40. So this time I'm north of 40. All right, let's catch y'all in a minute. See ya. So I found my entry spot. It's 326 feet straight through there. I also made a discovery that my GoPro interferes with my GPS. If I get my GoPro, it was giving me, I knew it wasn't right, and I couldn't figure out why. But see, if you put that GoPro too close to your GPS, it fouls it up. So we're gonna walk on back here. I'm gonna just try and keep it on. We're gonna walk on back here and we're gonna find the exact tree I was on. I don't know, it's about 6 years ago. Let's go back here and see what we can find. We're looking for rubs, we're looking for scrapes, we're looking for any evidence of deer, big bucks, any old scrapes. And that, my friends, is why you carry a walking stick. Let's see here, we're just gonna come down through here. Yeah, I remember this spot. And a couple of hurricanes can change the landscape pretty quick, so you need to be aware and come back in and check, because you don't want to waste a day's hunt There's the lake. I can see the lake. That's beautiful. Man, this is such a beautiful spot. You'll see why I told you that it spoke to me when I came. It's got just enough cover to make a buck feel comfortable moving through here. It's kind of a pinch point between the road and the lake. So maybe, just maybe, let's look on the GPS and see where we are. I think I see the tree. Okay, it's just right straight through there. It's kind of cool to be able to come back and find the exact same tree that you were on 6 years ago. It's just a great asset to have electronics. Find that something growing up I never had. We had a compass and a logbook and paper maps. Didn't have no internet. Yeah, so it's one of these trees here. That tree's too big. You gotta look out for rattlesnakes and water moccasins, people. I'm trying to tell you, wear your snake boots. That's my tree. I'll have to admit, it is a little bit more growed up now than what it was. I can sit right here and see all the way down through there. All the way come through here. Of course, this is the direction I was facing, right here. It's got a little bit more understory than what it had last time I was here. But, you know, that's not a bad thing. Whatever it takes to make that deer feel comfortable. Now we're gonna walk the edge of this lake and just see what we see moving down through here. And yeah, I mean, I see something already right here. Look at there. Look at it. Yeah. That's a nice one. And you know, and again, I'm going to tell you that you don't have to find fresh rubs and fresh scrapes in order to find a buck. A buck found this area suitable to put that big old rub right there. So this kind of sends a message to my brain that says, yeah, this is the spot. He's probably walking the edge of this lake. This is probably a travel route. We'll probably find more further down, and that's something you call a rub line. I don't see too many of those here in Florida. But let's walk on down here and see what we see. Yeah, it's hot. And it takes effort to get down here. Here's one right here. Look at that. Look at there. Look at there. I might find a better option for my tree stand. I don't know. If we do, we'll mark it on my GPS. Let me turn it off. Get my GPS turned off. Look at there. Somebody been in here. Cut that right there. Let's see what else we can find down through here. I got a good feeling about this spot, brothers and sisters. think I might be coming there doing me a muzzleloader hunt because I won't need a quota permit to do it. This is kind of opening up in here a little bit more. I like the idea of being by the lake. I remember sitting in that tree stand watching the wood ducks all day, just in there, just giving it a fit. There would be some scrapes here, quite possibly. This looks like kind of a little trail right here. Little game trail coming right through here. This looks like a sure enough travel route right here. They come through here. La, 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 la. Come through here. Man, all this looks good. Heck yeah. Nice and shady. You won't be in the sunlight. Heck yeah. So it looks like the habitat's changed a little bit. I'm seeing a few tracks here, but I've got a mature blackjack right here. And I've got large acorns. Of course, they're not fresh, they're dead deer tracks. I got acorns on the ground. I got blackjacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blackjacks. This is the surrounding area. So I'm kind of liking this. This is further up the lake. I'm really liking this spot. So we're gonna see about marking it. Find a tree and mark it. Any of these trees would do. This is a little bit more open right here. Look at that, man. Heck yeah. What's wrong with that tree? Right there. Wouldn't have to get very high either. I like it. I like it a lot. Then I can find this spot by virtue of my other spot. In fact, I can see the other tree from here. Right there, the tree that I was on 6 years ago. It's right down there. And this is, I never walked down in here, so I didn't know what was here. This is a very large block of woods. It's I think it's the third largest. When I say a block of woods, hard road. There's a hard road to the west. There's a hard road to the south. And then this goes, I'm sorry, a hard road to the east and a hard road to the south. And then this goes a long way before it hits boundary on private land. And so I got a block here that's pretty large. Several hundreds could hunt this. So if I put my tree stand back in here and leave it and come back and there's a guy parked on the road hunting it as well, I know that there's lots of access, lots of areas in here to hunt. I should be able to get in here without bothering him, unless of course he's right in the same exact spot as I am, which there's always that chance. I'll probably mark it some kind of way so that people will know maybe that I'm hunting down in here. I'll come down here the day before and put up my tree stand and leave it, then come back early in the morning. It took me 55 minutes to get here from the house, so that's not too bad. So yeah, I'm liking what I see, what I'm seeing. Oh my gosh. That soft-shell turtle fell on his back and died. Holy smokes, are you kidding me? Man, why couldn't I come by here and pick that thing and turn it over? God, I guess it got on this slope. I don't know how that could have happened unless something turned it over. Man, that thing ain't... Wow. Man, that sucks. I don't know. It might have got attacked by a coyote coming up here, and a coyote turned it over. It doesn't look like. It would probably maybe coming up here to... See, I can hear the hard road up this way. So I'm getting closer and closer to it. I'm wondering if maybe a coyote turned the thing over, killed it, ate the head off of it and the rear legs and left the rest of it. Man, that sucks. All right, I'm gonna ease on down this way. Man, I can smell it now. I couldn't smell it at first. Now it's getting thicker in here. But you know, getting a thick cover, and the deer are liking thick cover. So that results in seeing more deer. And if you can see your way clear to hunt in this habitat where you got little openings that you can see through. I have trouble hunting them too. I have trouble hunting thick cover too. Sometimes I got no choice. Got to hunt thick cover. There's the lake. I'm surprised me seeing a big old alligator down in here somewhere. There's something kind of odd looking, something out of place. Garbage. Somebody's growing pot down in here. Somebody had a pot plant in that thing. I don't care if they're growing pot out here, but dang it, man, take your garbage with you when you're done. All right, well, we're gonna head on back up. I'm getting closer to the road. I've kind of come a long way around the edge of this pond, so what I'll do is I'll go home and I'll... Oh, ducks, wood ducks. When I'll go home and I'll double check all my information using aerial maps. The location of the pond, location of the road, where I think my tree is, and then I'll survey the area. I come all the way around the lake because I can see the lake through the trees over on this side. So I come all the way around it to my spot. Some of this has changed, but most of it's still the same. There was another access trail that went further to the south that accessed swamp, and it looks like it's gone. It was pretty small, like a little fire break, but it's gone. don't know what happened to it. Got growed up. People didn't use it. So there you go. You never know what you're gonna find when you come out here in the woods, looking around. Maybe we'll kill us a big old buck in here. I got no doubts that there's probably a couple of 8-pointers gonna be in here come muzzleloader season. Might even come up here, do an archery hunt. I don't know. But when you talk about muzzleloader, 1, maybe 2 days, and that's it. But I do my scouting because I want to confirm that my spots are still available and they're still huntable. And like I said, it's been 6 years, so you don't want to come up here not being here. Maybe it burned, maybe they logged it, maybe, and then next thing you know, you come up here and you didn't confirm that it was still a huntable spot, and there you go. You're left clamoring to find another spot, and you've lost a hunting day. So I'm trying to avoid that and just secure my knowledge of the area and move forward. All right, if I see anything on the way, I'll let you know. So I reckon this is probably the biggest blackjack oak I ever seen. Look at this thing, man. I don't see any acorns here on the ground, big acorns maybe. They all got picked up. The funny thing about blackjacks is many times they'll drop acorns later on in the season after muzzleloader. But yeah, that's a big old tree. I don't know. I may be wrong about the name. That's just what we always call them, blackjack. If you know the name of this type of tree, here are the leaves, and they grow a great big old acorn. So yeah, if you know the real scientific biological name of this kind of tree, share it with me, because I've always called it a blackjack. But I've never seen one so big. There was one on the road near my home, and I watched it die when it got big. They die usually before they get that big. Some kind of disease usually gets them. All right, I think I'm back to my original spot. This is where I was. See, little stuff like this you can just cut off. Little stuff, just cut that off, and it opens it up immensely. So I'll probably come back down here and maybe do a little trim work. Just cut some of this other stuff down. Open up the area just a little bit, because it's a little bit. Oh, I heard something. What do you think, man? You be thinking you hear stuff. Look, there's another rub. I like it a lot. That's a funny thing, that GoPro messing up that GPS. I was saying, what in the world wrong with my GPS? Tell me to go the wrong way, and I realized I had my GoPro and my GPS in the same hand, trying to figure out how to get down in here, and it was telling me to go the wrong way. I couldn't figure out what in the world. And yeah, that's because I don't know about electronics. I just woke up one day and they were here. Man. All right, we're gonna love coming back here. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you like the scouting trip. I hope you get out and find yourself a spot. I hope you find yourself, like me, 100 spots. Save them on your GPS, and then when you get the opportunity to come back, you'll come back and you'll see whether or not it's still doable to hunt it or not. And yeah, I've had it for a lot of years, and the GPS is probably outdated, but I don't want to lose my waypoints, so I just keep it. And man, I got waypoints on there from Wyoming and Colorado and Washington. I got all kind of spots located on there. I could actually go back if I want to. So it's a huge asset. You might want to consider keeping a book log of waypoints. places to put your tree stand, marking trees. And yeah, they might come and log it, but who knows? They might not, and you might kill yourself a big old buck. All right, well, thanks for coming with me today. This is the Wild Treasures of an Outdoorsman YouTube channel. My name's Peter Updike. Like and subscribe if you want to, because we're hunting in the Church Lake unit of the Ocala National Forest, come muzzleloader. And also planning on going down to Croom. Probably going to hunt Croom a little bit. So we're going to check the dates and make sure they don't conflict. I don't think they do. And then maybe even go to Gothy. I don't need a quota permit for that either. I can hunt Gothy with a muzzleloader, and I think those dates are different. So we'll be checking that out as well. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.